Ave Maria, everyone. Welcome back to the Roman Martyrology. This is May 22nd. Saint Rita of Cascia, religious, who patiently endured mistreatment by her violent husband, finally reconciling him with God. Later, left without her husband and her children, she entered the monastery of the Order of St. Augustine at Cascia in Umbria, offering everyone a sublime example of patience and compunction. In Africa, Saints Castus and Emilius, martyrs, who ended their passion in fire. As Saint Cyprian writes, after a victory in the first fight, the Lord made them victorious in a second test, making them stronger than those flames to which the bodies had previously succumbed. At Gumenek in Pontus, in present-day Turkey, Saint Basilicus, bishop and martyr. On the island of Corsica, commemoration of Saint Julie, virgin and martyr. In the territory of Aire-sur-le-Lys, in the Aquitaine region of France, Saint Quitterie, virgin. At Angoulême, also in Aquitaine, Saint Ausone, considered the first bishop of this city. At Limoges, also in Aquitaine, Saint Lou, bishop, who signed the foundation of the monastery of Solesmes. At Parma, Saint Giovanni, abbot, who, following the advice of Saint Mayol of Cluny, established many precepts in his monastery to promote the observance of monastic discipline. At Pistoia, Saint Atto, bishop, who, as abbot in the order of Vallombrosa, was later placed at the helm of the church of Pistoia. At Florence, Saint Umiltà, Rosanna, who, with the consent of her husband, lived 12 years as a recluse. At the request of the bishop, she then built a monastery of which she became abbess, in which she associated with the order of Vallombrosa. At London, in England, Blessed John Forrest, priest of the Order of Friars Minor and martyr, who was martyred under King Henry VIII for defending the unity of the Catholic Church, burned alive at the stake in Smithfield Square, together with sacred wooden images. At the city of Kori in Japan, Blessed Pedro de la Asunción of the Order of Friars Minor, and João Baptista Machado de Tavera, priests and martyrs, who, for having exercised their ministry clandestinely, were beheaded in the hatred of the Christian faith. At Omura, also in Japan, Blessed Matthias, martyr, who, as a catechist, having refused to betray another missionary, was tortured to death. In the kingdom of Annam, now Vietnam, Saint Miche O Din He, martyr, who, as a Mandarin imperial officer and catechist, denounced as a Christian, died beheaded after atrocious tortures. At the city of Ang Sa in Tonkin, now Vietnam, Saint Lorenzo Pham Viet Ngon, martyr, who, as father of a family and farmer, knelt down and adored the cross which the soldiers had ordered him to trample on, and, having fearlessly professed before the judge his Christian faith, was immediately beheaded. At Lucca, Blessed Maria Domenica Brun Barbettini, religious, who founded the Congregation of the Sisters Ministers of the Infirm of St. Camillus. Precious in the sight of the Lord is the death of his saints. Ave Maria.